Welcome back to the channel Coin Collectors and History Lovers. Today, we are exploring several Washington quarter dollar coins from the United States of America that collectors often search for because they can be worth big money. The coins we will look at today include the 1980D Washington quarter, the 1981p Washington quarter, the 1982D Washington quarter, the 1983p Washington quarter, and the 1984D Washington quarter. These coins were produced during the modern era of United States coinage, and millions entered circulation, but examples that remain in very high-grade condition with bright surfaces and clear design details can attract strong interest from collectors. In this video, we will explore their history, their design, and the reasons why some of these Washington quarters can become valuable collectibles. So stay with us, because one of these coins could be hiding in your collection, and it might be worth far more than 25 cents. Let's get started. First up, the Washington quarter dollar coin 1980D mint mark from the United States of America is a very interesting coin for collectors and beginners in coin collecting, and this coin shows the portrait of George Washington on the front side and the eagle design on the back side, and many people search for this coin because they want to know the real value and worth of the coin in uncirculated condition, and collectors always look for coins that have strong detail, bright luster, and no wear, because such coins can attract attention in auctions and coin markets. And the 1980D Washington quarter is part of the long-running Washington quarter series that started in 1932 and continues to be one of the most famous coins in American coin history. The mint mark D on the 1980 Washington quarter means that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint in the United States, and the Denver Mint has produced millions of coins for circulation, and collectors often study mint marks carefully because mint marks help identify where a coin was made, and sometimes coins from a specific mint can become more valuable depending on rarity and condition. And the 1980D quarter had a very large production, but collectors still search for high-quality, uncirculated examples because the condition of a coin can change its market value significantly, especially when the coin shows full original mint shine and strong details on the design of George Washington and the eagle on the reverse. When collectors talk about uncirculated condition, they usually mean that the coin has never been used in everyday transactions, and the coin still has the original mint luster that shines under light, and the surface does not show the typical wear that appears on circulated coins. And for the 1980D Washington quarter, an uncirculated example can look very attractive with smooth surfaces, bright metal color, and strong design details, and collectors may store these coins in protective holders to keep them safe from scratches, dust, and moisture, because maintaining the condition of the coin is extremely important for long-term value. The value of the 1980D Washington quarter in uncirculated condition can vary depending on grade and overall eye appeal, and coin grading is a professional system used by collectors and experts to measure the quality of a coin, and higher grade coins often receive more attention from buyers and investors, and many collectors send coins to professional grading companies so the coins can be authenticated, graded, and sealed in protective holders. And when a coin receives a high grade, the market value may increase because collectors trust certified coins that have been carefully examined by professional experts in the coin collecting community. Another important factor in the value of the 1980D Washington quarter is the quality of the strike and the brightness of the mint luster, because coins that show a sharp strike on the hair details of George Washington and clear feather detail on the eagle design can be more desirable to collectors, and sometimes coins that appear ordinary at first glance can become special if they show exceptional luster or strong design features. And collectors often examine coins under bright light and magnification to look for small details that may increase the collectible appeal of the coin in the competitive numismatic market. Although the 1980D Washington quarter was produced in very large numbers, the search for high-grade examples continues because many coins were used in circulation for years and only a small portion remain in perfect uncirculated condition, and collectors who find bright, clean coins often keep them as part of long-term collections, and sometimes these coins appear in coin auctions, online marketplaces, and coin shows where collectors gather to buy, sell, and trade coins and share knowledge about different varieties, conditions, and values within the world of coin collecting. The design of the Washington quarter has historical importance because the coin honors George Washington, the first president of the United States, and the design was created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of his birth, and since then the Washington portrait has remained one of the most recognized designs on American coins, and the reverse eagle design used on the 1980 quarter also represents strength and National pride, which adds historical meaning to the coin, and collectors often appreciate coins not only for their monetary value but also for their artistic design and connection to American history. Collectors who are building a complete Washington Quarter collection often include coins from every year and mint mark, and the 1980D Washington Quarter becomes an essential part of such a collection, and many collectors enjoy the challenge of finding the best possible condition for each coin in the series, and some collectors focus on uncirculated coins only because these coins display the design exactly as it appeared when it left the mint, and the beauty of a fresh, uncirculated coin can make it a highlight piece within a larger coin collection. In the coin market, the value of a 1980D Washington Quarter in uncirculated condition is usually higher than coins that show circulation wear, but the exact price can change based on grade rarity within high-grade populations and demand among collectors, and some exceptional coins with very high grades may sell for significantly more than average examples, especially when collectors compete in auctions or want to upgrade their existing collection with a better specimen that shows stronger luster and cleaner surfaces. For collectors and viewers interested in coin collecting, the 1980D Washington Quarter is a great example of how even modern circulation coins can become collectible when preserved in uncirculated condition, and studying coins like this helps people learn about mint marks' grading history and the importance of coin preservation, and many collectors begin their journey by searching through pocket change coin rolls or old collections, hoping to discover bright, uncirculated coins that may hold both historical interest and collectible value in the exciting world of numismatics. Next up, the Washington Quarter dollar coin 1981p mint mark from the United States is an interesting coin for collectors and history lovers because this coin belongs to the long-running Washington Quarter series, which started in 1932 and continues to be one of the most famous circulating coins in American history, and the design on the front of the coin shows the portrait of George Washington, while the reverse side shows the traditional eagle design, which symbolized strength, pride, and national unity, and collectors around the world study this coin carefully because even common circulation coins can become valuable when they are preserved in perfect, uncirculated condition with original mint shine and strong details. The 1981p Washington Quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is one of the most historic coin-producing facilities in the United States, and the letter P mint mark tells collectors that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, and this mint has produced many famous American coins for centuries, and collectors pay close attention to mint marks because the mint location can affect rarity and collectability, and the Philadelphia Mint began using the P mint mark on quarters starting in 1980, and that change made coins like the 1981p Washington Quarter easy to identify and organize within collections. When collectors talk about an uncirculated coin, they mean a coin that has never been used in daily commerce, and the coin still shows the original mint luster that shines brightly when the coin is moved under light, and an uncirculated 1981p Washington Quarter can display smooth surfaces, bright silver-colored metal, and clear design details, especially in the hair of George Washington, and in the wings of the eagle on the reverse. And collectors often protect these coins in plastic holders or coin albums so that the surfaces remain clean and free from scratches, fingerprints, and environmental damage. The value of a 1981p Washington Quarter in uncirculated condition depends greatly on the grade of the coin because grading is a system that measures the preservation and quality of a coin, and professional coin grading services carefully examine coins and assign a grade that reflects the condition of the piece, and higher grade coins with strong luster and minimal marks usually bring stronger prices in the coin market, and collectors often send coins to professional grading companies to receive authentication grading and protective encapsulation, which increases trust and market interest. Although millions of 1981p Washington Quarters were produced, the number of coins that remain in high-grade uncirculated condition is much smaller because many coins entered circulation soon after they were minted and were used in everyday transactions for many years, and coins that circulated usually show wear, dull surfaces, and small scratches, but coins that were stored carefully by collectors may still appear almost perfect decades later, and these preserved examples are the ones that collectors actively search for in coin shops, online auctions, and coin shows. The design of the Washington Quarter itself carries historical importance because the portrait of George Washington honors the first president of the United States, and the design was originally created to celebrate the 200th anniversary of his birth, and the coin quickly became one of the most recognizable American coins, and the reverse eagle design used on the 1981 quarter represents national strength, independence and pride, and collectors often appreciate the artistic beauty and symbolism of the coin in addition to its potential monetary value. In the numismatic market, the price of an uncirculated 1981p Washington quarter can vary widely depending on grade I appeal and collector demand, and average uncirculated examples may sell for modest premiums above face value, but coins that reach extremely high grades may sell for significantly higher prices because collectors competing to complete top-quality sets often pay strong premiums for coins with outstanding preservation and brilliant original mint luster. Collectors who build complete Washington quarter collections usually try to include every year and mint mark combination, and the 1981p Washington quarter is an essential piece of that collection, and some collectors focus on assembling full sets in brilliant uncirculated condition, while others attempt to build registry sets that contain the highest graded coins available, and this competition among collectors helps increase interest in coins like the 1981p quarter, even though the coin originally entered circulation as a simple, everyday piece of money. Another fascinating aspect of collecting the 1981p Washington quarter is the careful examination of strike quality, luster, and surface preservation, because coins that show sharp design detail, strong mint brilliance, and minimal contact marks are far more desirable than coins that appear dull or heavily marked, and collectors often use magnifying glasses and bright lighting to inspect coins closely, and this process allows them to identify exceptional pieces that stand out among ordinary examples. In the marketplace. For viewers and collectors who are interested in learning about American coins, the 1981p Washington quarter offers a great opportunity to understand how modern coins can still become collectible and valuable over time, especially when preserved in uncirculated condition, and studying coins like this teaches collectors about mint marks, grading, history, design, symbolism, and the importance of protecting coins for the future, and many collectors begin their journey by searching coin rolls, pocket change, and old family collections, hoping to discover bright, uncirculated treasures that tell the story of American history through the fascinating hobby of numismatics. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar coin 1982D mint mark from the United States is an interesting coin for collectors and history lovers because it belongs to the famous Washington quarter series that began in 1932, and this series honors George Washington, whose portrait appears on the front of the coin, while the reverse design shows a powerful eagle which represents national strength, pride, and freedom, and collectors around the world study coins like the 1982D Washington quarter, because even coins that once circulated as ordinary money can become collectible treasures when they survive in bright uncirculated condition with strong mint luster and clear design detail. The mint mark D on the 1982 Washington quarter indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint, which is one of the major coin production facilities in the United States, and the Denver Mint has produced billions of coins for circulation since the early 20th century, and collectors always pay attention to mint marks because the mint location can influence rarity, collector demand, and long-term value. And the Denver Mint began placing the D mint mark on coins so collectors and historians could identify where each coin was struck, which adds an additional layer of interest to the hobby of coin collecting. When a coin is described as uncirculated, it means that the coin has never been used in everyday commerce, and it still displays the original mint brilliance that was created when the coin was struck at the mint, and an uncirculated 1982D Washington quarter may appear bright and reflective with sharp details visible in the hair of George Washington and the feathers of the eagle on the reverse, and collectors often examine these coins carefully under strong lighting and magnification because the presence of scratches, contact marks, or dull surfaces can affect the grade and ultimately the collectible value of the coin. The value of a 1982D Washington quarter in uncirculated condition can vary depending on its grade, which is the professional measurement of a coin condition, and coin grading ranges from lower grades that show heavy wear to extremely high grades that display nearly perfect surfaces and powerful mint luster, and professional grading companies often examine coins carefully and seal them in protective holders that confirm authenticity and condition, and when a coin receives a high certified grade, Collectors often show greater interest because the grading process gives buyers confidence in the quality of the coin. Although millions of 1982D Washington quarters were produced, many of them entered circulation immediately and were used in daily transactions for years, which means most surviving coins today show signs of wear, dullness and handling, but coins that were saved directly from mint rolls or preserved in collections may still appear bright and fresh decades later, and these high-quality uncirculated examples are the coins that collectors search for at coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces where rare and well-preserved pieces can attract competitive bidding among collectors. The design of the Washington quarter is historically significant because it celebrates George Washington, who served as the first president of the United States and played a central role in the founding of the nation, and the portrait on the coin was created by sculptor John Flanagan, whose work became one of the most recognizable designs in American coinage, and the reverse eagle design used on the 1982 quarter represents courage, strength, and national unity, which adds symbolic meaning to the coin. Beyond its simple role as everyday currency, collectors who pursue complete Washington quarter sets often aim to include every date and mint mark combination, and the 1982D Washington quarter is an important piece of that collection, and some collectors specialize in uncirculated examples because they want coins that display the design exactly as it appeared when it left the mint, while other collectors compete to assemble the highest graded registry sets where each coin is certified by professional grading companies and ranked according to quality and rarity. In the numismatic market, the price of an uncirculated 1982D Washington quarter can range from modest collector premiums to significantly higher values for coins that achieve exceptionally high grades, and coins with brilliant luster, minimal contact marks, and strong eye appeal may sell for more money than ordinary examples, and auction results sometimes show that collectors are willing to pay impressive prices when a coin stands out as one of the best preserved examples known for that specific year and mint mark. Another factor that collectors consider when examining a 1982D Washington quarter is the strength of the strike, because coins that display crisp detail in the portrait of George Washington and clear feather detail on the eagle are often considered more desirable, and collectors use magnifying lenses, bright lighting, and careful observation to identify coins that possess outstanding characteristics, and this process of searching for exceptional coins adds excitement to the hobby because every roll of coins or old collection may contain a hidden treasure waiting to be discovered. For collectors, viewers, and beginners interested in coin collecting, the 1982D Washington quarter provides an excellent example of how modern coins can still become valuable collectibles when they are preserved in uncirculated condition, and learning about coins like this helps people understand mint marks, grading, rarity, and the importance of careful storage, and many collectors start their journey by exploring pocket change coin rolls and inherited coin collections, hoping to find bright, uncirculated pieces that connect them with the history of American coinage and the fascinating world of numismatics. Next up, the Washington quarter dollar coin 1983P from the United States Mint is one of the most interesting modern coins for collectors because during the early 1980s the mint stopped selling official uncirculated mint sets, which meant that collectors who wanted pristine coins had to search directly through circulation and bankrolls, which is why high-grade examples of the Washington quarter from the year 1983, with the Philadelphia mint mark, became much harder to find in truly perfect condition, and this unusual situation created a special place for the 1983P coin in modern American numismatics, where many collectors today still search rolls of quarters hoping to discover a bright uncirculated example that survived decades without scratches, wear, or dulling of the original mint luster, and this story makes the coin exciting for beginners and experienced collectors who enjoy the thrill of searching pocket change and coin jars for a piece of American history that might still be hiding in everyday circulation. The design of the 1983P Washington quarter features the famous portrait of George Washington on the obverse side of the coin, which has been used since 1932 when the quarter design was first introduced to honor the bicentennial of Washington's birth, and the reverse shows a majestic American eagle with wings spread holding arrows and olive branches, which symbolize strength, peace, and national unity, and this classic design, created by sculptor John Flanagan, remained on the quarter for many decades until the state quarter program began in 1999, and because the design remained consistent for so long, collectors often focus on small details such as mint marks, luster, strike quality, and preservation when determining the value and desirability of a particular coin, like the 1983P Washington quarter in uncirculated condition. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these quarters during 1983. However, most of them quickly entered circulation where they experienced years of handling contact marks and were from everyday use in stores, vending machines and banks, which means that even though the mintage was large, the number of coins that remain in true uncirculated condition today is surprisingly limited, and this is especially important for collectors who grade coins using the professional scale developed by organizations like Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company, because the difference between a coin graded MS63, MS65, or MS67 can mean a dramatic difference in value and desirability within the coin collecting market. When discussing the value of the 1983 P. Washington quarter, it is important to understand that condition plays the most important role, because a circulated example is generally worth only face value, which is 25 cents, while a bright uncirculated coin with strong luster and minimal marks might sell for several dollars to collectors who are trying to complete high-quality sets of Washington quarters. And if a coin is graded at a very high mint state level, such as MS67 or higher, by a respected grading service, then the value can rise dramatically, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction, depending on demand, appeal, and the rarity of the grade, because extremely high-grade examples are far more scarce than the average collector might expect. Another factor that sometimes increases the value of a 1983 P. Washington quarter is the presence of unusual mint errors or striking varieties, which are fascinating for collectors who specialize in error coins, because the minting process involves powerful machines striking metal blanks at high speed, and occasionally something unusual occurs, such as an off-center strike, a double strike, a clipped planchet, or a die crack. And when these errors appear on a coin that is also preserved in uncirculated condition, they can attract strong interest from collectors who appreciate unique pieces that show the mechanical history of the minting process, and these coins sometimes sell for impressive prices at specialized auctions and online marketplaces. Collectors also pay close attention to the original mint luster of an uncirculated 1983 P quarter, because luster is created by microscopic flow lines formed when the coin is struck under tremendous pressure at the mint, and this shimmering cartwheel effect reflects light in a rotating pattern when the coin is tilted under a lamp, and the presence of strong untouched luster often indicates that a coin has never circulated and has been carefully preserved, which makes it far more desirable than a coin that has dull surfaces, scratches, or cleaning marks. And for many collectors, the beauty of original mint luster is one of the most exciting aspects of discovering an authentic uncirculated coin from the early 1980s. The historical context of 1983 also adds interest to this coin, because the early 1980s were a challenging time for the United States economy, with inflation and changes in mint production policies affecting the availability of collector coins, and during that period the United States Mint did not release standard mint sets for collectors, which forced hobbyists to search through circulation to find high-quality coins, and because of this situation, many collectors today believe that coins from 1982 and 1983 are significantly scarcer in high-grade mint state than many other modern quarters, which increases the long-term collecting appeal of the 1983 P. Washington quarter. For creators who make educational videos about valuable coins, the 1983 P. Washington quarter offers a perfect story, because it combines history, design, rarity, and the excitement of coin roll hunting, where collectors search through rolls of quarters from banks hoping to find uncirculated coins that were saved by chance, and many viewers enjoy learning how to identify mint marks, examine luster, inspect surfaces, and the 1983 P. quarter is the possibility of discovering high-grade examples in unexpected places, because many coins from the early 1980s were stored in jars, drawers, and piggy banks for decades, and sometimes these coins reappear in circulation or estate collections, where they can be rediscovered by attentive collectors who carefully examine each coin under magnification, looking for sharp details, brilliant surfaces, and minimal contact marks, which are the characteristics that define a true uncirculated specimen worthy of professional grading and long-term preservation. The excitement of coin collecting ultimately comes from the combination of history, discovery, and the possibility that an ordinary coin might secretly be a valuable collectible, and the Washington Quarter series remains one of the most popular coin series in the United States, because it connects collectors with the legacy of George Washington and the long tradition of American coinage. And when collectors find a beautiful uncirculated example of the 1983 P. Washington Quarter, they are holding a small piece of history that traveled through time from the mint to the present day, and the search for these coins continues to inspire collectors around the world who enjoy exploring pocket change coin rolls and old collections in the hope that the next coin they examine might be a shining uncirculated treasure, waiting to be discovered by someone who recognizes its true value and historical significance in the fascinating world of numismatics. Next up, the Washington Quarter Dollar Coin 1984 D mint mark in uncirculated condition from the United States Mint represents an interesting chapter in modern American coin collecting because this coin was produced at the Denver Mint during a time when many collectors were actively searching circulation for high-quality examples, and the coin carries the famous portrait of George Washington which has appeared on the quarter since 1932, and this classic design created by John Flanagan shows the dignity and strength of the first president of the United States while also connecting modern collectors with decades of American numismatic tradition, and when a 1984 D Washington quarter is found in bright uncirculated condition with strong mint luster and sharp details, it becomes far more desirable than ordinary coins that spent years circulating through stores, banks, and vending machines. The 1984 D Washington quarter was struck at the Denver facility of the United States Mint, which placed the small D mint mark on the obverse side of the coin near the date, and this mark tells collectors that the coin was produced in Denver, Colorado, where millions of quarters were minted for everyday commerce, and although the mintage number was very large, the majority of these coins quickly entered circulation and developed scratches, wear, and dull surfaces from daily handling, which means that truly uncirculated examples that retain their original mint brilliance and clean surfaces are more appealing to collectors who build high-grade sets of the classic Washington Quarter series. Collectors evaluate the condition of a coin using the professional grading scale used by major grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service and Numismatic Guarantee Company, where a coin that has never circulated and still shows full mint luster may be graded in the mint state category, and the higher the grade the greater the potential value because a coin graded MS63 may be common while a coin graded MS66 or MS67 becomes much scarcer and highly sought after by collectors who want the finest examples available for their collections and registry sets. In terms of value, a circulated 1984 D Washington quarter is generally worth only face value, which is 25 cents, because millions were produced for circulation. However, an attractive, uncirculated coin with strong luster and minimal contact marks can sell for several dollars in the collector's market, and coins that receive very high grades from professional grading companies may sell for significantly more at coin shows, auctions, and online marketplaces because collectors compete to obtain the highest quality examples, and sometimes rare top population coins can bring prices that surprise beginners who never expected a modern quarter to reach such levels. Another fascinating aspect of the 1984 D Washington quarter is the possibility of mint errors or unusual varieties that may have occurred during the high-speed minting process because coins are produced using powerful presses that strike metal blanks with engraved dies, and occasionally something unexpected happens such as an off-center strike, a double design, a clipped planchet, or a dramatic die crack, and these mint errors create unique collectibles that attract strong attention from error coin specialists who enjoy studying the technical side of coin production and preserving unusual pieces that demonstrate how coins were made. The beauty of an uncirculated Washington quarter from 1984 is often seen in its brilliant mint luster, which forms during the striking process when metal flows into the details of the dies and creates microscopic lines that reflect light in a rotating cartwheel pattern when the coin is tilted under a lamp, and collectors often hold a coin at different angles to admire this effect because it is a clear sign that the surfaces remain original and untouched by wear, and a coin that still displays this vibrant luster after decades is considered far more desirable than a dull coin that has lost its original brilliance through circulation or cleaning. When collectors search for valuable coins, they often examine rolls of quarters from banks in a hobby known as coin roll hunting because many coins from the 1980s were saved in jars, piggy banks, and old drawers before eventually returning to circulation years later, and sometimes these coins appear in surprisingly nice condition, which gives patient collectors the exciting opportunity to discover uncirculated or near uncirculated examples of coins like the 1984 D Washington quarter, and this treasure hunting aspect of the hobby keeps many enthusiasts searching through thousands of coins in the hope of finding one special piece that stands out from the rest. The historical background of the Washington Quarter series adds additional interest because the design honoring George Washington has remained one of the most recognizable images in American coinage, and the strong eagle on the reverse symbolizes national strength and independence, while also reminding collectors that these coins were used by millions of Americans in everyday life for decades, and each uncirculated coin preserved from that era becomes a small historical artifact that connects collectors with the economic and cultural life of the United States during the 1980s. For creators producing educational videos about valuable coins, the 1984D Washington Quarter offers a great topic because it allows viewers to learn about mint marks, grading, coin preservation, and the factors that influence value, and a long detailed video can guide beginners through the process of identifying an uncirculated coin, examining surfaces under magnification, and understanding why certain high-grade coins become scarce even when millions were originally produced, and this educational storytelling helps viewers appreciate the fascinating world of numismatics. The search for coins like the 1984D Washington Quarter continues to inspire collectors around the world because the possibility always exists that an ordinary-looking coin could turn out to be a beautiful uncirculated example with strong luster, sharp details, and collector value, and the excitement of discovering such a coin keeps enthusiasts exploring coin rolls, estate collections, and pocket change while learning more about the history of American coinage and the legacy of the Washington Quarter, which remains one of the most beloved coins ever produced by the United States Mint, and a shining uncirculated 1984D example, continues to remind collectors that even modern coins can hold stories, value, and historical significance, waiting to be discovered by anyone who takes the time to look closely at the coins in their hands. Thanks for watching.